If you do wrong things, mainly harming other, you get negative consequences. Some say something good person, some say bad person, that doesn't matter. So long my own motivation for thinking is honest, sincere. When we investigate the reality, our mind should be calm. Basis of genuine friendship is trust. Trust depends on openness.
He's a monk of the Yellow Hat School of Tibetan Buddhism. He's currently the 14th Dalai Lama. In 1989, he received the Nobel Peace Prize. He's a Dalai Lama, and here's my take on his top 10 rules for success. Rule number 2 is my personal favorite, and I'm curious to see which one you guys like the best. As always, as the Dalai Lama is speaking, if he says something that's really inspiring to you, make sure to leave it in the comments below and put quotes around it so other people can be inspired as well.
It's the ultimate source of satisfaction within ourselves. If you do wrong things, mainly harming other, you get negative consequences. If you do helping other, bring more happiness to other, you get benefit. More inner strength there, and more sort of confidence of purpose of life and fulfillment about that purpose, then you always feel happy. If the rest of the people really feel me as a politician, and furthermore, bad politician, then I feel sad. Or cunning liar politician, then, and of course, no problem. No problem. Some say something good person, some say bad person, that doesn't matter. So long my own motivation for thinking is honest, sincere. That's important. That's simple Buddhist monks. Actually, you see, Buddha taught, don't care for the others saying. If one say too much praise, then at that time should think, oh, I also have the critics. And then one say, you see, a lot of criticism, then you should think, oh, some people praising me. So it doesn't matter. Too much sort of pay much attention. These things are silly. Ultimate source of happy life is our inner value. So therefore, irrespective of whether believer or non-believer, whether believe religion or not, we should pay more attention about our inner value. Now scientists, according to latest scientific findings, it now sort of clear that even good health or healthy body, the healthy mind is very essential. More peaceful mind brings healthy body, because mind calm, peaceful, then our healthy, our body sort of element also, you see, then remain more balanced. So that brings healthy body. And too much stress, too much worry, disturb our body element. That creates certain sort of problems about this body. So therefore, calm mind is very essential. I think you should realize the anger may bring some kind of energy, a short moment, short period. But that energy is actually blind energy. And anger really destroys your, part of your brain which can judge the right or wrong. So when we fully sort of develop anger, we can't see the reality. So that energy, more bold, right? But that energy is blind energy. So, in order to face the problem, our method should be, as I mentioned earlier, realistic. In order to carry realistic method, you must know the reality. When we look the reality, when we investigate the reality, our mind should be calm. Otherwise, we cannot see the thing objectively. So, in order to use human intelligence properly, our mind should be calm. So, thinking this line, anger, you see, firstly, destroy your inner peace. Secondly, destroy your ability to investigate the reality. So, you think this line, then once you have clear sort of awareness, anger is no use, only destruction. Affection or compassionate attitude, warm-heartedness, is very, very important for one's own well-being, one's own happiness. So don't consider practice of compassion is something religious matter, or practice of compassion is something good for other, not necessarily to oneself. That's a totally mistake. So, since from childhood we already equipped this seed of compassion, we learned from mother and ourselves in order to become parent, the seed already there. Now that seed we must keep, nurture whole our life. The biological factor compassion is limited, biased, and more depend on others' attitude. Now that as a seed, then using reasons, awareness, that seed, compassion, can further develop unbiased compassion. Not depend on others' attitude, but rather others' being itself. So that kind of compassion can reach your enemy or entire sentient being. So that compassion is infinite compassion, unbiased compassion, real compassion. So, if we become compassionate person, then your life becomes meaningful. Because you yourself happy, calm, peaceful, your friend, or including animals, also you see get peace. So at the last day of our life, you feel happy. Now whole my life now spent peaceful, friendly, you really feel happy. Otherwise, at that moment, even you are a billionaire, those money, nothing can be used. No matter what's a good, because of a good body, or beautiful body, or everything have to leave. So at that time, I think genuine satisfaction can bring, if your whole life spent more compassionate life, then you feel, no regret. So, purpose of life is naturally happy life, meaningful life. So in order to make meaningful life, ultimately, warm-heartedness is the key factor. Then another important factor is determination. And you should not think this development can take place within a few days or few years. We must understand, you see, this development even may take eons. So you say our determination, if consider as a Buddhist and want to really practice as a Buddha Dharma, then right from the beginning, you must, you see, make up your mind. Or doesn't matter. Even may take millions of billions of eons. It doesn't matter. You see, after all, what is the purpose of our life? The meaning of existence? Nothing. You realize something positive. Then even you see, days and month or eon, it is meaningful. If you're really wasting our life, purpose of our life, then even one day, too long. Once you determined, once you make up your mind, some kind of firm determination and clear as an objective way, and then time is not important. So they like Shantadevas is one of the, you see, prayer. There's so long space remain, so long sentient beings, suffering remain, I will remain in order to serve. So that sentence really gives me some kind of inner stand, and also I think inspiring. So the more sort of, you see, the impatience, and as I mentioned before, you see, they want something the quickest or best or something, then I think result also poorest, I think. The cheapest method, quickest, cheapest method, result will be poorest. So you see, no. So you see, that's I think wrong. So that I would like to share with you. So that's why you see, I myself, although you see, recite some mantra or you see some visualization, you see certain mandalas, but in my daily practice, although my practice is very poor, but even then, you see, my main emphasis on this Four Noble Truth and Bodhicitta and Karuna. So that really, I feel, is something practical benefit. Then through these practice, you will get something practical benefit. Visualization is big deities. Sometimes I think they cheating oneself. Almost is like cheating oneself.
Deceiving oneself.
Deceiving oneself. So therefore, I think, you see, we must, you see, practice step by step, and with patience, with determination. Once you involve or dedicated or determined practice, then some improvement you can see. You see, year by year, at least decade by decade, then you can see, at least some change, some improvement you can see. Once you see that also gives you some kind of new encouragement. So you see, change, not easy. When we feel certain sort of irritation, during that moment, if that person concentrate fully on the breathing, nothing else, and breathing 1, 2, 3, like 5, 10, 15, 20, when you start breathing, mental state irritated. But then after 20, 30 sort of breathing, your mental state will be little different, little more calm. Since we are dealing with emotions, so the best method to deal with that is so-called meditation. Not for next life, not for heaven, but is it for day-to-day's well-being.
Do you believe that your time on here on earth has been a success?
Success? That also relative. Some feel, I think, some achievement there, and some feel failure. So difficult to say. I think all human life like that. Some part failure, some part achieve. It is wrong to pick up one thing, then say, very success. Wrong. And pick up one thing of failure, that also wrong. Things are relative. We are a social animal. a human being, social animal. And particularly in modern time, the reality, economy, environment, and many things heavily interdependent. That's the reality. Unlike, I think, past sort of as the ancient time. Ancient time more or less independent, self-sufficient. They say not depend your interest, not your interest or your future, not depend on other. Now, completely change. So even from this selfish viewpoint, you have to take care about others' well-being. You just think yourself, the blind selfish. Think yourself, forget other, or worst thing, exploit other, cheating other, bully other. Ultimately, you suffer. Through these mischievous way, you may gain some temporary sort of benefit, but deep inside, you feel uncomfortable. Then eventually, you truly become a lonely person. Nobody loves you. Nobody respects you. If you take care of others as a human brothers, sisters, sincerely, seriously, then everybody become your friend. So when you have truly trusted friend there, if you need something, you can ask them. If you becoming friendless or lonely person, and when you really facing some problems, nobody you can share. So ultimately we are social animal. So even other animal, no law, no education, no religion, but you see, they have some kind of sort of feeling. Their own individual survival depend on rest of the community or herds. So they work together. I am one of the individual out of 7 billion human beings. If human being, rest of the human being, happy, peaceful, I get maximum benefit. The rest of the world get trouble. How can I escape from that? And with that feeling, when I meet people, one people, or one person, or 10 people, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, I always consider them as my brothers, sisters. That brings me, in mental level, completely relaxed. If I feel I'm something different from them, then some nervousness, some anxiety may develop. So once your own way of thinking open, reach out to them as a close friend, that tremendous sort of benefit, peace of mind. Then others also no longer feel stranger. Another human brothers like that. So that I think nowadays we really need that. So through that way, awareness. Then from children, I think youngsters, they know. Just one child remain lonely, may cry, and play with other children. Feel very happy. So that's the human nature. So sometimes we grown up, then we always calculate, if I make friendship with that, how much I get some benefit. Or make friendship, then I can exploit or something. Then genuine basis of friendship no longer there, destroyed. Basis of genuine friendship is trust. Trust depends on openness. Like that. So through these things we can train. And then mental level, no matter what, your physical level, busy. But mental level, always calm, restful, relax. Immense benefit for your health. So mental health, body health, very close link. So the ultimate source of mental health is warm-heartedness. That's my belief. Maybe wrong. My friend have to research, more research work. When I was young, I have some different birds. So one small parrot. My one was the official. She feed that parrot. So therefore, whenever that is a person is approached to that sort of parrot, the parrot always is showing some very excitement or something like that. Then that official gives some nuts, and then while the parrot is eating, the official's finger on the head of the parrot go like that. Then the parrot is showing special sort of a friendly attitude. So I developed some jealousy. So I also want that kind of response from that parrot. So I'm Dalai Lama. So therefore, the must show is the more sort of friendly. So poor animal, do not know that. So in any way, I try to develop that kind of friendship. So a few days I try to give some nuts. Then that parrot take the nuts, then showing very negative attitude. Then I lost my temper. I use some tin stick to disciplinary action. So after that, no hope made friendship.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I made this video because Tsarin Choesto, I hope I pronounced that okay, asked me to. So if there's a famous entrepreneur that you want me to profile next, leave it down in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. I'd also love to know which of the top 10 rules had the biggest impact on you and why, what change you're gonna make in your life or business after watching this video. Leave it in the comments, hold yourself accountable, and I'm gonna join in the discussion as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Continue to believe, or whatever your one word is, and I'll see you soon.
The important thing is that afflicted emotion, afflicted emotion is the ultimate enemy or the source of suffering. And also there is that afflicted emotion, once it develops within our mind, it immediately destroys our peace of mind. And eventually it destroys our health. And also destroy our friendship with other people. So all these negative activities, such as killing, or bullying, cheating, all these negative actions come out of this afflicted emotion. So that's the real enemy. That's the destroyer of our peace, destroyer of our fortune, and including our health. So therefore, that's the enemy. Real enemy. External enemy today may be harmful to you, but next day may be very helpful. But this is the inner enemy, always remain as a destructive. And moreover, that enemy, wherever you live, always there. That is very dangerous. External enemy, we can put some defensive measure. And also, like 59, we escaped. So we can escape. But there is this enemy, even whether in Tibet or whether in Potala, whether in Dharamsala, whether here in London, enemy. Wherever I go, this enemy there. even I think some kind of meditation, some kind of visualization of mandala. Still, in the very center of the mandala, that enemy is still there. So this is the point now. We have to realize that. Now the question, so you see, the real destroyer of our happiness, always there. How to do now? If there is, no possibility, if there is no possibility to overcome that, to eliminate that, then I think better forget. And I think relying more alcohol, sex, all these things, much better. If there is possibility to eliminate that, then I think now we must take this good opportunity. This is human body, human brain, human good heart. Combine these two things. Try to reduce that and eventually eliminate. So therefore, according to Buddhist teaching, our human body is precious. Why? Because of human intelligence. And it is shaping or it is changing our mind, not only through emotion, but mainly through intellectuals, reasoning. And there are two kinds of emotion. One emotion without any reason, just as a feel, such as hatred or these things. Of course, there are superficially some reasons. Well, this person is very harming on me, and then through that kind of analyze, you develop hatred. But in deep down, further goes, there's not much, reasons. So these emotion, without proper reasons, that's the negative emotion. And the other kind of emotion, such as compassion, altruism, a kind of emotion, but with reasons. And to further investigate, you can prove that is something good, that is something necessary, that is something useful. So that kind of emotion is although the type of emotion, but very much validated. Very much go well with reasons or intelligence. So the combination, intelligence and emotion, that is the way to change our inner world. So that also, I think the basic fundamental, suffering nature. So long that enemy there, so long we are under that enemy's control, no permanent happiness. So once you develop some kind of keen desire to overcome that enemy, now that is the
so that is called, that is the true realization of the aspiration to seek freedom, which is technically called renunciation in the Buddhist language.
So you see, this practice, they analyze our emotional level and our inner world is the very important, is the key practice. Then I think the best method to avoid fear or regret at the time of death is while we are alive. Our time, our energy must utilize meaningful way. Serving other, that's I think most profound sort of way of or meaning of usefulness. One's own survival, even animals also can do. But for service to others is something unique about human being. I think bondage way. No, mother and child or offspring.
The bond. The bond between mother and offspring.
Even other animals also have. But they are that kind of closeness feeling short period. But we, human being, because of intelligence, that kind of feeling we can prolong whole our life.
Extend it through our life.
So, serving other people, helping other people is, I think, very, very appropriate sort of action according to our intelligence, right? Or human ability. We have such sort of ability. So to utilize that ability, because of that.
In the most appropriate way.
Most appropriate way is serving other people. Then, at the end, you feel no regret. I done my best, some useful, sort of meaningful life. Now, and come, although sorry, sad, but no regret. So, mental level experience and sensory level experience, mental level experience are much more serious. Obviously, we ourselves have experience. When our mental state happy, calm, our physical pain can subdue. When mental state too much pain, too much worry, the physical comfort cannot reduce, cannot subdue the mental state sort of pain. So obviously, mental state is more serious. So therefore, now including medical science, more and more now scientists in that field now realize mental state is very, very important for our health. So recent our meeting with scientists, our slogan, how to create healthy body, healthy mind. So healthy mind very much related with healthy body. So healthy mind, you see, cannot be produced by medicine or alcohol or drugs. No. More illusions there. So healthy mind also you see, cannot produce by injection. Cannot buy from supermarket. So therefore, the healthy mind must develop within the mind from faith, some extent, but no. The real change in mental level, certain conviction, genuine conviction come only through research.